everybody, welcome back to my channel. Something a little bit different today. Now, I usually steer clear away from stuff that's too opinionated because, well, just sitting here talking about how pretty I think a handbag is can sometimes evoke enough trolling. But today I was tagged in a video to do a video by the amazing Amelia Rose's Closet. I'll put a link into her video below. And I absolutely can't wait to meet her. We seem quite like-minded. But anyway, she tagged me in this, and that is basically to film about, is the Birkin all about the money and the status? And I'm going to come to this video with my opinion, and that is my opinion as a double Birkin owner, for those of you that don't follow me and don't already know. So Amelia, sorry Amelia, but here we go. Here she is. Here's the rose poupre. Well loved colour there. So that's my rose poupre Birkin in size 30 in toga leather with a little rodeo there that I bought pre-loved. And then here we have my Birkin 35 in Rouge Cassac with gold hardware in Epsom leather. So those are my two Birkins. So yeah, so let's get into this. So firstly, what do we mean by status? You know, I guess we know obviously what we mean by money, but what do we really mean by status? I thought, well, there's a few different definitions going around there really, and I was looking on the, just online at the Cambridge dictionary definition because I couldn't bother to get my Oxford one out the cupboard. And basically it's an accepted or official position, especially in a social group. It is also the amount of respect, admiration or importance given to a person, organisation or object. So can a Birkin do that? I don't know what others think. So yeah, so do put something in the comments, but yeah, keep it obviously respectful and nice, but do put an opinion in the comments. This is the whole purpose of this tag, is to have a discussion. So like I say, I usually stay away from these things, but hey, what the hell, let's give it a go. So obviously I'm going to start off with my overall position, which is no, and I'm going to come on to in the later part of the video my personal experience and where it really comes from me. However, I say no. I think it can be for some, and I think that really depends on the individual really. As much as that same person, it could, we're saying Birkin in this example, but it could be anything. It could be house, car, jewellery, and for some people it absolutely is that. It's a case of, look at me, look at what I've got, therefore I'm better than you. There are those people out there. I'm not friends with any of them, but those people do exist. We think about celebrities, and I'm sorry to name this again, but like you think of the Kardashians and how much they have. Now, I don't know their motivation for having the amount of Birkins that they have. They could just genuinely love the bag. But I think what happens sometimes, and particularly with social media, is that people want to emulate them, and they want to emulate what they perceive as being that success. And they think that a way to do that is to buy a Birkin, for example. Like I say, I haven't met any of the Kardashians, I've not asked them. So yeah, that's, who knows really, and they don't know me, and for those of you watching, until I explain it, which I'm about to, you wouldn't know my motivation for doing this. You could be saying that, you could look at me and think, yeah, she's just all about it for status. I had an interesting comment some time ago when, I can't even remember who it was quite early on in my YouTube stage, about my engagement ring. I'm not actually even wearing it at the moment, just because it's in the jewellery box over there and I can't be bothered, nothing juicier than that. And almost saying that it didn't belie what I was trying to portray. And I thought about it afterwards, and I was thinking, well, I'm not actually trying to portray anything. For me on this channel, it's about my love of handbags, predominantly, and other things as well. But that is my greatest luxury love, it is handbags. And even before luxury handbags, I loved non-luxury handbags. I loved high street handbags. You know, I would buy bags from Next, from Oasis. So I've always loved handbags, and as I've got older, my taste has gradually changed. My income has changed, where I've been working very hard, and I've been, you know, privileged enough to be able to afford to buy myself, with a lot of saving and whatnot, some nice handbags. And that costs more than some of my older bags. Like I say, as my taste have changed. Some of those older ones that weren't even worth very much, I had for years and years and years, and did use them. But yeah, so she said, like, oh, well, you're not, it's not portraying what, you know, it's not what you're, with the lifestyle you're trying to portray, it doesn't react like that. And I thought, well, what are you suggesting? Are you suggesting that I should be getting a new husband? Are you suggesting that I should be getting rid of the engagement ring that I was presented with when my husband asked me to marry him all those years ago? Should I have said, no, your ring's not big enough? Or should I have just discarded that like there was no meaning behind it? I'm not quite sure what that lady was trying to get to. I know some people do upgrade their engagement rings, and you know what, if that works for you, then great. It's not something that I will be doing. If I want to buy myself a ring with a bigger diamond, for example, then I may well do that, but it won't replace my engagement ring. I'll wear it on the other hand. But that's just me, each to their own. But yeah, I found that comment quite interesting, because I wasn't quite sure what she was suggesting. Anyway, back to Birkins. I'm waffling, I'm reading the tag. I won't get tagged ever again, will I? But basically, my point is that I think it can be for some people. Now, for me, and I wonder as well, I mean, this topic opens up a whole load of other potential topics in terms of things around, you know, class and money and affordability and, you know, a whole load of stuff, and also around some branding, really. You think about what Chanel are doing at the moment, where they are rising their prices to, you know, pretty, you know, catching up pretty quick to Hermes. At the same time, they're making their product more exclusive and harder to get a hold of. So you wonder if, you know, are they trying to gain that same reputation that Hermes have? I'm not sure, but yeah, it's quite interesting to just sort of see what's going on in the luxury world of handbags. But yeah, so is it down to the exclusivity of Hermes? Is that what makes it so desirable? Now, for me, I'll tell you about my story and my Hermes journey. The first thing I ever bought from Hermes was a pair of sandals. And I hadn't really heard of Hermes till Estee Lorna was telling me how much she wanted a Birkin. And then I was away for the weekend with my husband in the Isle of Wight, and I remember there was a lady having at the evening meal the next table with a Birkin on the floor, and I called my husband, oh, look, it's a Birkin. It's nice, it's just a plain black one. It looked well loved and well used, which was lovely, and it was just there on the floor. Wouldn't be me, but you know, she's using her bag, she's loving her bag, great. And that was the first time I ever saw a Birkin. I was like, as a handbag lover, I was like, yeah, that's nice, I am liking that. But yeah, so for me, I love Hermes as a brand. I mean, that stack of boxes is probably a bit of a clue. And for me, I'm going to say definitely it isn't around the status of the bag. I love the bag itself, and I'll go on to some reasons why and the features in a moment. But I love the craftsmanship of Hermes. So not just Birkins, Kellys, I haven't yet got my hands on a Constance, but the other bags as well. You know, I have a Mini Evelyn, I have the Picketing, I have the Garden Party, and I love them all. For me, I love the brand, the leather quality, the craftsmanship, the colours. That's to me what Hermes brings. And as part of that, there is the Birkin. I also am a tote girl. I love a tote. I can talk for quite some time about how much I love my Louis Vuitton Neverfull, for example. Nowhere near the same status, especially with how many fakes there are out there. I don't care. It's a great bag. I don't care. I simply don't do fakes myself. There's obviously, you know, reasons for that other than just quality. For me, I like to know I've got the real thing, and if I can't afford the real thing, then I'd rather buy something different. I've always been that way, even when I, you know, was earning £2 an hour when I was working when I was younger. So that's that, and also the some of the terrorist financing behind it. Obviously, I didn't want to, I don't know everybody, and I don't know all the sources of income behind that, but I certainly wouldn't want to contribute to any of it. But predominantly it's just not for me. So that's my reasons. And also the other thing I was going to talk about was, because I have reflected quite a lot on this and going, what does this say about me? And I also thought about where I most like using my Hermes bags. And actually, let's just sit with this one for a while so you can see. The place I gain the most pleasure from going to with my Hermes bags is Hermes. I don't know if that's weird, but that's where I like going with them the most. And I like to go and talk to my SA and say, look what I got. Because, like I say, this one I did buy pre-loved, I didn't buy from boutique. I still love it, I'm still proud of it, and I will talk to my SA and show him and say, yeah, what do you think? Didn't I get a bargain here? So I'm actually happy if I've paid less than retail and got a good bag. I'm happy about that. And I'm open about that. So therefore, for me, I'm making that evaluation that it isn't about status. And the excitement of it, and the reason that I like going to Hermes so much with my Hermes bags is to just talk with like-minded people. And obviously, SAs there, they love the product themselves. And it's nice just having that excitement about the product in a place where obviously I'm not going to have elevated status because I'm in a world of Hermes. There's lots of other customers with, I went there once and this girl had this beautiful house orange Birkin 25 in ostrich. It was stunning. I clocked her from across the room. And I actually made a point at one point, I was close to her when she was at the till, and I made a point to congratulate her and tell her how beautiful her bag was, because it really was, it was stunning. So for me, I think the place I like to use this most is where I'm not of a high status. I am certainly not an Hermes VIP. I mean, I spend what I'd spend there, which is a lot for me, but it's nothing compared to, it's a toe in what other people do. I'm not wealthy. I just put basically everything that I do have spare into luxury because it's what brings me joy. And that's the next thing I was going to talk about in terms of the bags themselves. So firstly, I do think that they elevate an outfit, and I'll insert a few pictures here to show what I'm wearing today. Jumper, jogging bottoms from New Look. We're not showing off. I haven't even bothered to put earrings in. My engagement ring isn't on. So again, with self-reflection, I do a lot of videos like that. I just put my hair like that and go, well, that's easier. So I think, again, that shows that I'm happy for you to see me as I am. I'm not trying to be bigger than I am. Here I am, I'm filming my bedroom. I don't have a specialised spare YouTube room. I don't have a big house. I don't drive a flashy car. I like my car. It's not flashy. It's not a flashy brand. It's nice. It's convenient. I like it. It's quite nippy. So back to the Birkin. I like this bag. Now also, I'm a tote girl. And one of the things I love about it, and there's a few bags that do this, but not that many. Most bags are either completely sealed or open. But I like the versatility of the Birkin. Now this Birkin 35, I absolutely adore and have used much more than I thought I would in the short time I've owned her, because this Epsom leather is lightweight and durable. Open her up there. I've got just a Zoom-only organiser inside. Huge. And I have stuffed this bag. I use this for work, and I shove my laptop in, and I put a pair of shoes and notebooks and makeup, and see the cup holder there. Oh yeah, there's a cup of tea, an umbrella and everything, maybe a scarf on top. And that's how I use this bag. Now, I also did a video on most understated bags, and actually I had a number of Hermes bags in that, and that's because the branding is so subtle. To know what this is, you need to know. You need to be in the know, you need to know what this is. Look, that's where it says Hermes. There. Look how small that is. By the time I'm carrying it over here, you can't read that. It's not all logoed all over going, look at me, look at me, I'm Hermes. I mean, it's saying, look at me, I'm bright red and I'm beautiful, but it's not saying, look at me, I'm Hermes, I'm a Birkin. Nowhere on this does it say Birkin. So that is one point, absolutely amazing. To show you the rose poupée as well, especially for Amelia, look at this, and again, beautiful colour. That's one of the things I love about Hermes. That's one of the things I love about this, the leathers and the quality. That's what I like. Being a handbag lover, I love the quality. So I like how they just upscale an outfit. I like the versatility. I've got all manner of stuff in this one. Just the stuffing where I keep it. But I keep it nice because I love it. And whilst I don't own them for the money, I still appreciate how much they do cost and I look after them. I love this colour. And the main reason when I actually went to buy this, I wasn't even trying to buy a Birkin. I was trying to buy a garden party. I wanted a garden party. That's what I went in for, in this colour. Didn't have any. Got offered a Birkin. Didn't say no. I actually wanted a Kelly first, before a Birkin, but did want a Birkin. And I've done, again, a video on how I got each of my Hermes bags. It's pretty. It's not about the status. Look how pretty. Again, look how small the Hermes branding is. I love it. It's the quality of the leather. This bag I've used loads. Look, there's no wear. Look at the quality of this leather. Look at the quality of the stitching. It's so well made. And that is what I'm buying into. Is something that I just look at and smile. These bags put a smile on my face. I use them and I'll be walking down the road and I'm smiling to myself because I know how pretty this is and how much I love it. No one else around, especially where I live, no one knows what these are. They haven't got a clue. Walking to the station, last time I used this, last week, someone's golden retriever slobbered all over it. I had to wipe the slobber off. I mean, it was raining as well, so I had a mixture of slobber and rainwater and quickly dried it all off with the tissue when I got on the train. They had no idea. They had no idea their dog was slobbering over a bag that cost this much. That was hard to get. And I'm good with that. I didn't say, oh my God, mine's the Birkin. I just moved my bag this side and stroked the dog. But I would do that with any bag. I would do it with a £20 bag. I don't want dog slobber on it. So they're great bags. They're beautiful. They bring a smile to my face. And they're functional. The size 30 is amazing. I mean, I'd love a 25 at some point, but the size 30 is amazing. And also, you've got this convenience of a tote. So it's open, I can get in and out, I can get all my stuff. And I have done this as well. I've been in the city, I've gone back. I'm going to go and get the tube. And I will just close her up. Close her up, and then my nice, convenient, open tote becomes a very securely fastened bag. So I find the Birkin really practical. I have added, with organisers, I have added protection, added extra pockets. But even without that, you've got a zip pocket for security, you've got a slip pocket to put stuff in easily, and then your main body. I was using this one for a while before I got an organiser, and I was perfectly happy. The organiser makes it easier, particularly on using it for work, because I've got pass cards and things that I need to get hold of really, really quickly. And I mainly want to just protect the inside, because Hermes Spa won't do the inside. But that's those. So I haven't got much else to say really. As far as my opinion goes, a Birkin does not make me a better person than anyone else. It just means I've got a really pretty, well-made, beautiful handbag. Keep the discussion going. Put some comments in the section below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'm going to go now and do another video, which I'm hoping will be less waffly. Do take care, everybody. Enjoy the eye candy for what it is. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.